Welcome everyone, namaste. Today we're doing a 30-minute prenatal yoga flow, specifically for the second trimester, in which case we're going to work to be strong and calm. So working on building strength throughout your body and calming your body and your mind with your breath. So this practice is not only going to help you within this moment, but it may also help you when you get closer to your labor and delivery. So we're going to start sitting in a nice comfortable position. You can always sit on a bolster like I am, or sitting on some blocks. Just finding any comfortable seat that feels good to you. Closing down your eyes and bring your hands on your belly. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, side out. And take one more like that, in through your nose. Open mouth, side out. And just coming back to your natural breath. Breathing deep down into your belly. And notice your baby underneath your hands. Notice the warmth of your hands connecting with your baby. And notice your breath as your breath travels and surrounds your baby with love. And just take this moment to land here on your mat. And just know for the next 30 minutes, this is time for you and your baby. Gently blinking open the eyes. Bring the hands out in front of you and interlace your fingers. Bring the elbows up nice and high. And then take a nice deep inhale. As you exhale, flip the palms away, straighten the arms, press the palms away from you. Bring your shoulders up, back, and down. Just take a couple of breaths here. Breathing into the fingers, the hands, the wrists, the forearms. And on your next inhale, see if you can reach the arms up towards the sky. Keep your shoulders relaxed away from the ears. Keep pressing the palms away. Maybe the gaze goes up. Take one more inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly bring them back down to shoulder height. Inhale, press the palms up towards the sky. And exhale, back down. One more like that. Inhale, pressing up. And exhale down to shoulder height and slowly turn the palms in. Release the legs and give the hands a little shake, a little shimmy. Really important to warm up into the wrists and that before we get started, especially if you're experiencing any carpal tunnel syndrome with your pregnancy. When you feel good to go, bring the arms to your side. As you inhale, sweep your arms up, maybe the gaze follows. And as you exhale, bring the right arm down as the left arm reaches up and over. Gazing under the left arm, relax your shoulders away from your ears. And just breathing into that left side body. Creating space for your baby to grow. And nourishing your baby with each breath. And just know throughout this practice to really listen to yourself and do what feels good. If something doesn't feel comfortable for you, you can always take a break or pause the video and come back later. Take one more breath. And on your next inhale, rising up through center, reach the arms up, spread the fingers. As you exhale, left arm down as the right arm reaches. Gaze under that right arm. Breathing into the right side body. On your next inhale, rise through center. And as you exhale, right arm down, left arm reaches. One breath, one movement. Inhale through center. Reach up. Exhale, left side. Inhale, center. One more each side. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. And exhale, left. Inhale, come through center. And as you exhale, sweep the arms down and just make a couple of shoulder rolls. Going one direction and then the other. Just take whatever wiggles kind of feel good. And go ahead and make your way into tabletop. So however way you want to get there. Coming onto the hands and the knees. If you need some extra comfort under the knees, you can always double up the mat. Or if you have a folded towel or blanket, that might be nice. And coming into cat and cow. So if you feel any separation along your belly, you can always just play with the tilt and tuck of your tailbone. Otherwise, we'll go into the full expression. So as you inhale, tilt the tailbone, drop your belly, heart forward, shoulders back, gazing up. As you exhale, tuck your tailbone, round through the spine, spread the shoulders, press into the hands, gaze towards your belly. Inhale, coming forward for cow. Exhale, round for cat. One more, inhale, forward. And exhale, round, awakening the spine. Inhale, back to neutral. Tuck the toes. Tilt the tailbone slightly. Lift the knees, press the hips up and back for downward facing dog. Maybe you stay high on the toes, bend the knees, nice here. Press your heart back towards your thighs. Just take any movement that feels good. Maybe you pedal out the legs. Maybe you lift the heels and drop them down. Just really moving into this posture, opening the back body, strengthening the upper body and the arms. Maybe gazing down at your belly and saying, "Hi, baby. I'll see you soon." And take one more breath here. And on your next inhale, rise to your toes. As you exhale, bend your knees, gaze to the top of your mat, and just take some baby steps all the way to the top, maybe tenting onto the fingers halfway. And when you arrive, coming into a forward fold. Let your head hang heavy here. Maybe grab a hold of opposite elbows. And just sway from side to side, maybe one knee bends at a time. And then just finding some stillness here. Take one more breath. And then bring your hands onto your shins. Keep a micro bend to your knee as you inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Reach the crown of the head forward. As you exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. One more like that. Inhale, halfway lift, hold it here. And you can stay with the hands on the shin, or if you want a little bit more strengthening component here, reach the arms up beside you to shoulder height, palms facing down. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, fold, bring the arms down towards the ground. As you inhale, halfway lift, airplane the arms up to the sides. Exhale, fold. Couple more. Inhale, half lift, rise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, fold. On this next one, bend the knees a little more. Inhale, rising all the way to the top. Sweep the arms up, gaze up. As you exhale, arms to your side. Maybe take a couple of shoulder rolls. Maybe give yourself a little wiggle. And starting in Tadasana, mountain pose, take a nice clearing breath here, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Maybe close down the eyes for a moment, and reconnect with your breath. Maybe bring the hands onto your belly, reconnect to your baby. And gently coming back to Tadasana, keeping the feet about hips distance, or you can walk them together, big toes touching, heels slightly apart, whatever is most comfortable for you at the stage that you're in your pregnancy. Coming into chair pose. So hug your baby in here, slight tug of the tailbone. As you inhale, bend the knees, sink your hips low as the arms reach up beside the ears. Maybe gaze up. Lift the chest up a little bit more. Weight is in the heels. If you gaze down, you can see your big toes. Taking deep breaths here. Strengthening the legs. Strengthening the core muscles. And really holding your baby in. Providing this strong, stable support. And then calming yourself with your breath. So finding the steadiness and sweetness within each pose. You're almost there, you got it. Maybe sink the hips a little lower. As you inhale, rise all the way up. As you exhale, sink back in, chair pose. We'll do that a couple times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sink down. Maybe the shoulders are burning. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sink down, chair pose. Couple of breaths here, you got it. Building that strength. Making yourself one strong mama. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, sweep the arms to your side. Whew. Hands onto the hips. Plug into that right foot. As you step the left foot back, pivot the heel down so the toes point towards the long edge of the mat, setting up for warrior two. Bend into that right knee, upper body and hips open to the left. Have the knee in line with the ankle and press into the outer edge of that left foot. Once you're there, hug your baby in, give it this nice gentle squeeze. Reach the arms up to your side, palms facing down, gaze towards that right middle finger. Coming back to your breath. Maybe with each breath, you sink a little deeper into that front knee. And you're welcome to bring that left arm down onto your belly. Connect with your baby here. Or maybe both arms come down. Give a little break to your shoulders. Otherwise, tiring out those shoulders by leaving the arms up. Flip that right palm as you inhale, reach forward. As you exhale, left hand to the left thigh, reverse warrior, reach that right arm up and over, gaze down towards the left toes. As you inhale, coming back to warrior two. Exhale, hands to the hips, straighten that right leg, pivot the right toes in, and bring the heels in, toes out. Tuck the tailbone here, hug your baby in, and hug your belly in, same thing. Bring the hands onto the thighs as you bend the knees, sink the hips low, maybe just sway from side to side here. Opening into the hips, press the knees back. And once you think you found steady ground here, maybe just find some stillness and reach the arms up overhead. So this is a full body strengthening class, not just the legs, not just the lower body, we're getting those arms too. Sink a little deeper in the hips. Bring the arms down, hug your baby here. One breath, one movement. As you inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up, rise, gaze up. As you exhale, bend the knees, sweep the arms down, hug your baby in. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down, hug your baby. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. 2 more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, down. 1 more, you got it. Inhale, rise. And exhale, down. Keep hugging your baby here. Just start to pulse up and down in the hips, bending the knees, building the strength in the lower legs, into the hips, into the glutes. Come back to your breath. Maybe take a clearing breath if you lost it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rise all the way up, hands onto the hips. Pivot the right toes in so they point towards the long edge of the mat. Left toes point back towards the back of your mat. Bend into that left knee, coming into warrior 2 on the other side. So if you need to adjust your feet, go ahead there now. Front or left knee is over the ankle, pressing into the outer edge of that right foot. Upper body is still facing the same way. Hips are open. Reach the arms up to shoulder height. Palms face down. Look towards the left middle finger. Coming back to your breath. Maybe you feel a burn in the legs. That's okay. Keep hugging your baby in. And keep sending your strong, calm breath down deep into your belly, surrounding your baby with love and nourishment. Maybe sink the hips a little lower, bend into that left knee. You're almost there. You got it, strong mama. Flip that left palm as you inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse warrior, right hand, right thigh. Gaze down towards the right toes. Inhale, back, warrior 2. Exhale, hands onto the hips, straighten that left leg. Pivot the toes in. And then heel toe the feet together. Come to stand at the top of your mat. One last time, we're coming into chair pose. Bend the knees, sink the hips, reach the arms up beside the ears. So we're gonna add on the variation that we did in our half lift now into chair pose. So take an inhale here. As you exhale, straighten your legs slightly as you shift the upper body forward, coming to that airplane position, half lift. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, half lift, arms out like an airplane, spread the fingers. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward. 2 more. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, forward. Last one, inhale, chair pose, you got it. And exhale, forward, hold for 3, 2, 1, and forward fold. Just notice maybe the little relief on the back after that strengthening. And if you want to use some blocks here, we're going to make our way back to tabletop. Blocks is always an option to get down. Otherwise, maybe tenting onto the fingers and make your way into tabletop. Open up the knees nice and wide, big toes touching, sink the hips back towards the heels. Reach the arms out in front, coming into child's pose. If this is a little bit tight for you on the hips, you can always grab your bolster and place it between your hips and your heels, and that should provide a little bit more space. And then reach the arms forward. You can always bring a block under your forehead if reaching the arms forward is too much. We're going to be here for a few breaths. Just coming back to your breath. Check in with your body. See how you feel. Maybe see how baby feels. And go ahead and slowly rise up. Release any props if you were using them. And just send your legs to the side, coming into a seated position. Extend that right leg out. Bring the left heel into the groin. Keep flexing the right toes towards you. You can have a micro bend to that right knee if you like. Keep the right hand on the right thigh, the shin, the ankle. Open the upper body to the left. As you inhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky. As you exhale, bend towards the right foot. And keep reaching beyond. Spinning the chest open towards the sky. And breathing into the side body, so creating lots of room for baby to grow. And for baby to move and be comfortable and hopefully create some more comfort for you as well. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, rise up, bring the left hand behind you. As you exhale, reach that right arm up and over, quick counter pose. Inhale, back through center, and we'll switch sides. Left leg extends, right heel into the groin, left toes flex towards you, micro bend to that left knee if that feels good. Left hand, thigh, shin, ankle, upper body spins open to the right. Inhale, reach that right arm up. As you exhale, bend towards those left toes, reaching beyond them, spinning the chest open towards the sky, breathing into the right side body. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. On your next inhale, rise up, bring the right hand behind you. As you exhale, sweep that left arm up and over. And inhale, coming back through center. Then bring both soles of the feet together for butterfly pose. Grab a hold of what you can, whether that's the shin, the ankles, the feet. As you inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, folding over the hips, over the feet. If this is a little much for you, you can always bring some blocks under the knees, just to give a little bit more support. Maybe send your gaze down towards your baby, and send your baby some loving thoughts, as well as your loving breath. Take one more breath here. And slowly rise through center. And just coming into a simple cross-legged position. We'll finish with one open twist. So bring the left hand onto the left knee, right hand behind you. As you inhale, sitting up nice and tall. And as you exhale, twisting to the right, maybe gaze over that right shoulder. Keep hugging your baby in here. Take one more breath. On your next inhale, come through center, right hand, right knee, left hand behind you. Take another inhale, lengthen your spine. As you exhale, twisting to the left. Maybe gaze over that left shoulder. One more breath. Inhale, coming back through center. Maybe give yourself any last movements that you want to do before making your way into Shavasana. So I'm going to stay seated. If you want to stay seated, you're welcome to do so. If you want to come down into Shavasana, you can come down laying onto your side like so. If it's still comfortable for you to lay on your back, you can go ahead and lay on your back. And if you're laying on your side, just be sure that you're laying on your left side. So wherever you are, just finding some comfort where you're sitting or laying. Use any props if you need to, whether that's a bolster under your seat. If you're on your side, maybe that's a pillow between your legs. Maybe you're hugging a pillow as well, creating space in the chest. And if you're on your back, maybe have a pillow under the knees, maybe under the head. And wherever you are, bringing one or two hands to your belly, closing down your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Open mouth, side out. Take one more, letting it all go. Inhale through your nose. Out through your mouth. Just coming back to your natural breath. Just take this time to connect with your baby. Check in with your body. Check in with your thoughts. And just rest here for a few minutes, absorbing the practice that you've done, nourishing yourself and your baby with movement and with breath. Notice your breath as you breathe in and out through your nose. Notice any sensations that come with your breath. And letting your breath travel down into your belly, surrounding your baby with love. Calming your body, calming your mind. And if you're laying on your back or on your side, you can gently start to bring some small movements to your toes and fingers, and wrists and ankles. And gently make your way up into a seated position. And you're always welcome to stay longer in your final resting pose, whether that's laying down on your back, on your side, or in seated. And gently bring your hands to heart center if you've made your way up. Otherwise, just skip this part. Continue with your breath. Let's take one more final clearing breath